Okay, now it's going.
Yeah.
Did you tell me that?
A long time ago. A long time ago. I didn't know that. Where are you?
You need to turn it sideways.
Oh, all right. There we
Did you
go.
know me from St. Louis?
Perfect.
Before St.
I've
Louis?
known you for years.
I knew you from years, but I thought it was from here.
No, we're from here too.
That's interesting.
All right. So as of right now, my mother is actually in the hospital. She's had degenerative disc disease for years. She's had 7 different major back surgeries, everything from putting a cage, I can't remember what it's called. They fused her back. And then this recent one was actually, it had a battery pack and then they have leads going into her back shooting electricity in.
Okay.
Now, she's been on very, very intense medications for a very, very long time as well.
Okay.
This has torn up her digestion tract, GI, everything.
Okay.
And as of right now, she just had to go back into the doctor to remove the stitches when this happened. She had her
You're
lungs.
breaking my heart here, man. Don't
sorry,
stop.
I'm sorry.
It's torture.
Oh.
No, hang on. Hang on.
So,
hang on. And let's make this happen.
okay,
Okay. So your mom's degenerative.
correct.
Okay. So degeneration is something that occurs over the course of time, and it's the exact opposite of regeneration, right?
Mhm.
Degeneration means breakdown. Regeneration means build up and repair.
Right.
So you can think of it like a business, in the black, in the red,
Mhm.
right? In the black is repair and growth.
Right.
In the red is degeneration, right? It's like you're losing money, right? Okay. Where do you think your mother's business is?
Oh, dead.
Way in the red, right? So we got to get her back in the black. That's basically it. So this is basically all degenerative disease, really. It's returning the system so it's back into the building mode.
Mhm.
In biochemistry, the word for building is anabolism. Have you ever heard that term? Anabolic steroids.
I have, yes.
Okay, that's what an anabolic steroid is, right? Well, the opposite of anabolism is, which nobody talks about, is catabolism, and that's chemical talk for breakdown.
Interesting.
Yeah, anabolism and catabolism. Guess what the two together are? When you put the two together are metabolism. That's what your metabolism is.
Interesting.
Your metabolism is the combination of build up and it's your business. And so we got to get the metabolic state in the black from in the red. We got to get the metabolic state into the building mode. So what do you do? How do you do this? This is all degenerative disease, which is basically what your mom's got.
Right.
And even wrinkles are a sign of degeneration. So it doesn't have to be that severe. So what do you do? First of all, you have to remove anything that is mucking up the system. If you have an engine and you've got crap in the engine, if you put sugar in the engine, it isn't going to work. This is just systems logic. Stuff is mucking up the way, especially when it's as fragile as the body is,
Right.
at the cell level. Anything that mucks up the system is going to keep the body in the red. So, how do things muck up the system? Well, you can get them in through the skin. Is your mom sticking needles in her skin?
No,
IV?
not her.
Probably not. Okay, probably not. So
Not
yeah.
unless she's in the hospital.
Okay, yes, you haven't seen that, so I would say it's probably not through the skin. Okay, so she could be breathing. Does she work at like a toxic waste dump or
She
something?
is disabled. She's on disability.
Okay, does she work at a toxic waste dump? Or?
No, never.
Okay,
I
so
don't
she's
think.
probably not breathing it in. Let's see. Where's the other place where stuff gets into the body to muck up the system? I can't think of it. Can you?
Eating.
That's right. I forgot about that. 80% of your defensive response is in your immune system.
Right.
Hello, nothing will muck up the system faster than long-term chronic. Now, I don't know your mom, and I'm not psychic Ben, okay? But you go back to her and you say, Mom, have you had digestive issues your whole life? How old is she? 40s, probably? 50s?
Early 40s.
Okay. Very young.
Mhm.
Okay. Have you had digestive problems all your life? I'm not psychic Ben, okay? But I guarantee you she will say she did. Because nobody, for her to be that degenerative at the age of 40 means something's been doing it for a long time. So focus on the digestive system. Eliminate problem foods. Use the Z radical. Use the biolumin nightly essence. Digestive enzymes. Get something called lecithin after meals. I don't want to give you the whole rundown because there's a million things, but focus on the digestive system. And then you want to make sure she's getting copious, generous amounts of liquid nutrition.
Liquid nutrition.
Liquid nutrition. Beyond Tangy Tangerine, she should be carrying a water bottle with her, forever, really. Sipping on the BTT. Smoothies, protein smoothies. Cracking eggs in the smoothie, bumping up the protein value. Protein's her best friend. She has to make sure she's handling it correctly.
Right.
Slender FX. Bone soup will be awesome for her.
Okay.
And then the healthy start diet, make sure you have money 90.
Okay. And then
Does that make sense?
It does, yes, and thank you so much for that. I'm actually going to give this video to her.
Really?
Yes.
Let me see how it
So,
works.
The second thing is that as of right now, she just went back in to get the stitches taken out from her surgery. When this happened, she immediately was put into the ER.
You must have gotten that in the same closet, like Jackson.
Oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
So,
Is it good?
So,
Good more?
Yeah, just a little bit. Yes, please.
Vegetable juices and vegetable soups also.
Okay. And then, so she just went back in to take her stitches out.
Yes.
When she got her, they were taking the stitches out, she ended up having huge amounts of blood clots in her lungs, as well as in one of her legs. They have now put her on blood thinner in the.
Dude, don't do this to me.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Don't. It's painful.
I know it's painful. I know it. I'm sorry, but I
What do you
need
want?
I need to get help.
I'm telling you, your body is in distress.
I know. I know.
You don't have. Do you have a baby brother?
I do.
Okay, but did you see him growing up as a baby, or were you older, or were you with him?
He's only a year and a half young.
Okay, so you didn't know. The body's like a baby.
Mm-hmm.
When the baby's crying, your mom's baby is crying. It's in distress.
Okay.
You've got a baby that has been beaten and abused and thrown against the wall for friggin' 40 years. What is that going to do to the baby?
No, that's gonna be bad.
Right?
Yeah.
So you got to deal with, number one, your mom has to deal with what has she been doing to her body unknowingly, innocently,
Right.
without, it's our fault. There's no judgment here. What has she been doing to her body that's been activating this, that's been mucking up the system?
Okay.
Okay? And then what can she put in her body that will restore the system?
Right.
So number one, focus on the foods. Okay? Blood clots are a classic sign of a body in distress. You know, all of this really is, when you have degeneration, remember I was saying thrival and survival? Okay? So when you have degeneration, what you really have is a body that thinks it's about to die.
Okay.
So your mom's body thinks it's about to die. The body is separate for a minute. Imagine there's your mom and then there's the body. The body has a mind of its own. The body thinks it's going to die.
Okay.
When the body thinks it's going to die, the last thing it's going to do is grow the bones. The last thing it's going to do is repair the tissue. The last thing it's going to grow, because it's in a fetal position. It is in a metaphorical fetal position. It could care less about building. It just wants to friggin' survive. So you've got to tell the body that it's okay to grow, and the first thing to do is to get this enemy out of the system. The next thing to do is to make sure that you're feeding and sustaining the system with what it needs, giving it the wherewithal. And then, and this is so important even though I don't talk about it, you've got to recognize the mental and the emotional components, and then the spiritual component, really, and then the mental and the emotional component. So I don't want to be sitting here preaching nutrition, not acknowledging that those are all secondary. The way the body breaks down, it is it's an effect of causal levels that are higher than that, which are mental, emotional, and spiritual, however you want to look at whatever that is to you.
Okay. So make choices in which to get to a point in which she's happy, or at the very least relaxed. Something.
Or at least knows what's, at least relaxation is very, very important. Okay? Hot tub therapy. Remember I said hot tub therapy. Hot tub therapy. Sit in a hot tub. Relax the body. I bet she probably hasn't relaxed in a decade or more. Right?
Right.
Isn't that the type of the type of outlook she's had probably?
Probably.
Right? So come on, take a break, relax the body, bath, massage, all of that. That'll get the body relaxed. Tell the body it's safe. Okay. Tell the baby it's safe. It's the greatest gift a parent can give the baby. Is you have a kid? It's the greatest gift you can give your kid, right? The gift of safety. Let the kid know he's safe. But guess what? The body is the same way. The greatest gift you can give your body is to tell it safe. How do you tell the body it's safe? Nutrition, oxygen, detoxification, and working on the multiple levels, spiritual, mental, and emotional. Okay? That's a lot of data. That's for your mom.
Right, that's
for mom.
Right.
I should have been talking to mom.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't think of that. Okay. Mom, you get that, man. Feel that. All right.